beauty belongs to the beholder. They say, but do you mind whom you tell the beauty that you find in the many things that you desire? The world won't give you everything. No one does. No one walks away with everything. We all only enjoy while we can, when we can. But would you be amazed how the world changes, how the world evolves, how cultures develop, how norms become, how kingdoms live? The people around us are here to help us become, to help us remember the other side of us, the side that actually makes the difference. Because if you think again and again, like every doctor in a lab, you get the right results. Carry out different tests, prepare different samples, different reactions, different everything. But in the power of becoming, in the beauty of wanting the world to remember, to tell, to react, to whisper, do you remember the words that tell you what's happening around you? You remember the whispers that come around when certain things don't come through? Or do you stay in that one moment that stagnates around you? The world is a flow of things. The things you can't achieve unless you change your mindset. There is glory you don't embrace unless you learn why driving a Mercedes-Benz teaches you something new every day. Those who live a life that actually makes them proud don't only work, but they work because of the different measures and things and goals and visions. Because the word work starts with wisdom and ends with being a king. You can't become a king without having wisdom. Now that's the word work. W is wisdom, K is kingdom. Only a worker can build a kingdom that lasts forever. Only somebody who works differently can build something, or can actually create something that lasts forever. We've had people like Albert Einstein. The dude was all over physics, and he's still all over physics. What are you all over into? There is time and action in every moment, where they say your actions are different depending on the time and the mood. Like right now, it's drizzling. You can't go anywhere without an umbrella. That means I have to be prepared. If I didn't have this, then probably I would feel cold. I wouldn't be doing this. But like a man who grew up on the streets, who didn't have a nanny, who wasn't babysitted like the many, who have never heard even of how the hands of a nanny feel in the world. Like the many who are going through the catastrophes of finding only $3 to $10 to live a month. It sounds weird, yeah? It sounds impossible. How can somebody only survive on $10 a month? Nature doesn't tell. Like a wound on your lower part of your leg, yeah? It can either heal naturally, or it can heal rapidly if you apply artificial healers. Those are two. Can just do something like this and show you. See them? See them? Right there. Time after time after time after time, life teaches us differently. The possibilities of the word impossible are many. If you're not prepared, you can't go through the rocky roads. You'll need gumboots. You'll need walking boots. You'll need something harder than anything softer than a stocking. Have you ever thought of why life turns out the way it turns out for you? People stress, people do weird things. The other time I was reading online and someone chopped off you chop off your manhood and die. It's what someone did. It's hard. Life became hard for them. Don't wait until it's that moment. Free your mindset, free your life, free your ego. Fly out of that mindset. You're not there. You're not meant to be there. You're not a prisoner to stay in that mindset when everyone else is having fun. Whispers come through. No, you don't deserve that. You deserve better. You're not that. You've earned this. You should be this. But then, why should you be that when you can actually be that? Because there is time when you don't have that. And when you don't have it, they always whisper differently. But when you have it, they also whisper differently. So, what do you choose? What do you decide? You decide to hear the other side of the hallways that is chattering and giggling about how you no longer have it? Or do you want to be part of the jiggers that are like, hey, I managed to keep it? Because that's what life is about. Life is about learning how certain things work. Not everyone will have the time, the moment to receive certain information on time, because it's what life is. While I was growing up, I used to go to a bookshop called the Restock. Those who follow me on my social handles have always had this story again and again. I always ask them, if witchcraft exists, how comes it can't tell us what's on the moon? Or it didn't tell us what is on the moon before Armstrong made it. Because before Armstrong made it to the moon, probably societies existed. But when those societies existed, a lot was going through around, Today the internet is here. There is a lot of information, scientific researching and corresponding and working out to see that everything is actually what is real. Today we are a single atom in the universe, like we've always been. One atom, that tiny atom, that tiny dot in that one image from the fathom of the universe. Those who do their research have seen that image. Those who don't are wondering what I'm talking about. But it's always about you finding peace, finding harmony, finding creativity to understand that if one man can achieve that, another man can do more. That was for humanity. It wasn't about being a leader in a presidential palace. It was about doing it for science, doing it for technology, doing it for physics, for chemistry, for biology. What exists there? What can survive there? What cannot survive there? What is there? All that, because those are the questions, those are the answers that always pop up when you think of multiplanetary. Today, if you have the robots can go to the moon, but there is no life on the moon. So the only way to have life on the moon is if the robots actually can create a livable space, a livable environment, an oxygenated environment. Not particularly a dome like on Earth, but something habitable where birds can do that and where elephants can stamp. Because this is where the kids or our children or the children of the future will shine and smile, because the robots would have achieved that. It's not that it's a forever more, but it's the future more. That nobody lives forever. In the local language, that bird means something. It's a song. Should I tell you? In the local language here, that bird says Mpawana, give me kids, give me children. If you ask the elders, they'll tell you Mpawana. That bird is called Mpawana. Give me kids. But how do they call it in English? The bird that makes that sound. Nature has its own mysteries. Life has its own mysteries. But how you live on gives you the power to learn and to endure, to soar and to become, to do and to erase, to create and to revoke. Don't be the one who doesn't understand it when it's happening to you. Because our bodies are a work of reflex actions. Your skin, your taste, your tongue taste, your nose, your eye. Your eyes actually create a better taste of everything. Because when you look at a cloth, before it even smells, you already feel disgusted. I hadn't traveled yet. I was in my vacation and it was my first time, to be around Eritreans, Ethiopians, Somalis, and all those other tribes around here, all those other nationalities around here, Then I could imagine and think differently. But when I was around them, I learned something new. They mind their business. They live their lives, no matter what the population they are in is trying to ingest in their mind. Because that's the power of living on international domains. The multiversity of those domains, the oracleness in them, the matrix that makes them work, fuels the economies. So always think, imagine differently. To become different, to become better is the value of now. What people are telling you, and what will they say when you don't have it? Yes, you won't cry when you don't have it. You're not a child. But the conversation around you will be different. The conversation becomes different when you don't have it. It's the mystery, it's the magic, it's the power. The other time I remembered that one part where you have an album without construction images. I mean, you're the father of the home. Your son is in those images, in those albums. Your image is there, the mother is there. But there is no image of your house, your home, your estates. They're not there, and yet you are the elites who document everything. How comes? Is that a mystery? Certain things pop up in your mind and you just imagine such situations and you're like, what if I forgot something like that? Right when I shouldn't be forgetting it. And then I remember that I need it when time has flown away. Don't wait for time to fly away. Live in the moment. Be the podium. It's the value of now. We don't always get it all. We only get what we can get, where we can get it. Because a child can't buy a plane and can't be allowed to even own a plane unless accompanied by someone else. But an adult can buy anything without being accompanied. So no accompaniments is the value of the soulpreneurship we live today. Don't expect to be accompanied in this soulpreneurship now. Be better by learning to live by yourself. No one else is coming for you. Everyone else is becoming a soulpreneur. Everyone is following their thumbprint, because that's the now we're living in. Don't expect anything more than that. Don't expect anything less than that either. Dr. Rayyans Elvis, F2F Live Creations. Visit creations.org. There is a lot of information there. There are a lot of opportunities there. We're running some few projects there. We have the UNQRC, that is for the Muslims that are actually can recite and go to Mecca as winners. We have the F2F Indos right now. Currently we're running the Omweso, that is an Indo game that actually only involves 2 players all the time on the board. Then we're also having the Movie Academy, Movie Star Academy, that is also grooming the movie stars coming through. And the dinner is coming through December 1st, yeah? So check out creations.org. It's our home, it's our digital address, yeah? And it's the power of understanding the value of creating a digital presence. To be in the know and in the light of that digital presence that you created. Salute.